What song is this, Dutch over? I don't know. I'm 40.
I don't know.
All right, you know how I know. Let's go to Shazam.
There you go.
Everybody wants to shout out the Iconic Boys. Yeah, they knew where the camera was at. That's why I didn't say anything. They were
where
they were standing right behind you. Big old T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to shout them out because they knew where the cameras are. There you go. Oh, it's Future.
Okay.
Face shot.
Face shot. That's appropriate.
Yeah, well,
He's
welcome.
going to have to avoid face shots.
This is Elliott Brown, 2-6 out of Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
There's the Iconic Boys. Right there. Once again, those are the cameras at.
Shout out Iconic Apparel.
Forget Iconic, man. I don't have anything. You got anything, Doug? Nope.
I do. You see me right now?
And this is going to be an interesting contest because Brown is known for his speed, and I understand Reben Torres also
Making
has
his way
fast
to the
hands.
ring out of the blue corner from South Central Los Angeles, California. Here is Ace Reben Torres.
All right, Ruben, you've been fighting here a while, right? You're 7-0. You should know to have the music queued up to the beat you want.
Before you're out of the
Yeah, he's over here playing the whole song. See, it should be queued up right there, and then walk in. Come on, Ace.
I like the new walkout, how it is.
Yeah, in the middle.
That's the first time.
And I don't have to Shazam this. This is Tupac.
Yeah. I approve. Man, look at that smile.
Yeah.
I like to see fighters who are relaxed and joyous on their way to the ring.
Because at the end of the day, this is what we do. This is our home. You should be relaxed. I feel like you shouldn't be tensed up. Going to the ring, that's your home.
And do you spar him?
We've sparred before. We haven't sparred recently, but
I don't ever want to spar Sonny Franco.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario, California, Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present the co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 4 rounds of action in the junior welterweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout should it go the distance are Eddie Hernandez, Fernando Villarreal, and Zach Young. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee from Bassett, California, Ray Corona. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stepped the ring tonight wearing the black trunks trimmed with white. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 137.7 pounds. As a professional, he has 8 fights to his credit, including 2 victories against 6 defeats. Both of his victories come to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Erie, Pennsylvania, introducing Elliott Brown. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He stepped in the ring tonight wearing the black trunks with gold. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 136.8 already pounds. As a professional, he steps in the ring tonight undefeated. 7 wins with 0 losses. 6 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from South Central Los Angeles, California, introducing Ace Reben Torres. Once again, your referee in charge, Ray Corona, to the final instructions.
Ray Corona, 3rd man of the ring. The tail of the tape, Doug Fisher.
Yeah, Torres is 9 years younger at age 21. He has a decided height advantage, 3 inches taller, 3 or 4 inches taller actually. Elliott Brown with a very slight reach advantage.
We're ready to go. This was scheduled for 4 rounds also. Our co-feature tonight, DoubleTree in Ontario. 19th year of business for Thompson Boxing. Bethel Duran, Doug Fisher, and also joined now by Michael Dutchover, a good friend of Ace Torres. Shout out
Ace.
to everybody who was all of a sudden claiming to be no Ace's friend.
My boy Ace is about five days older than me.
Is he 5 days older than you?
5 days.
He's coming out aggressive.
We're both November babies.
Shout out to True Boxing, Nacho Zuniga, watching us in Dallas, Fort Worth area.
Brown's going to have to get that jab off and punch on the fly as much as he can. He can't stand in front of a big, strong boxer puncher like Torres.
Torres actually took time off from boxing, went to San Francisco State, played some football in high school at Santa Fe High, and then realized, you know what, I miss boxing. So he's fresh, Doug.
That was a fresh jab to the body. There's a lot of power on that jab.
Moving at, he has a very, very good stance. He keeps his guard high, elbows tight.
Does he try to go for knockouts, Michael?
No, he likes to. He's very tall. You can tell he uses his distance. He gets his jab going. He has a very hard jab.
At his age, he could probably make 135 pounds this year and maybe even next year. But just looking at his height, his frame, the bone density, the thickness of his bones, you know he's headed towards junior welterweight.
Yeah, he's 5'11", is Reben Torres.
You can hear those shots.
Yep, he along with Michael Dutchover, going to work at Titan Edge Athletics with Jerry Arias.
Catch me there tomorrow, conditioning session, Coach Jerry.
How's Torres when he's in the gym doing strength and conditioning?
Oh,
are you guys competitive?
Always. That's just the fun part. He pushes me, I push him. Works both ways.
Like when you guys run, or you guys like racing each other all the time?
Yeah.
I like how Torres has his body at an angle and he keeps his arms in the correct placement to where it's very hard to land a clean shot on him.
Body work going upstairs. Hook from Torres, covers up.
Thing is, Torres, I mean, he could probably dominate this round just with his jab alone.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't even need to be letting his hands go at this point. I mean, it's great. It makes for entertainment. It helps him break down his opponent. But his jab is so strong, and he's got such a size advantage. He could dominate with just that left stick.
Final seconds of the opening round.
I think Brown is starting to feel his power.
And he comes back to the corner, deep breath. Make sure you guys share, and like on the Facebook. Also, we see you on the Twitter and also on YouTube. So, Michael Dutchover, you'll be fighting in here in April? Or you may be East Coast?
Maybe East Coast. Yes.
Oh, look at you. Don't forget us little people, okay?
How important is it for you to fight back home in Texas?
Oh, it's very important, because I have a huge following and fan base in Texas that, I've developed since the amateur days.
Okay.
A lot of people, especially in Dallas, San Antonio,
and that's a hotbed for boxing, too. A lot of fans there.
And so in the future, I'm looking forward to that, and having a fight in Texas, and that'll be huge.
Is that something you talk to your management and the promoters about? Like, hey, at least once a year, can we go back to my home area?
Yeah. And we're all on the same page.
Good.
The business side takes a process, and I have to be ready to fight, which I will be.
Man, Chuy Sanchez, ¿por qué estás enojado, bro? Reben Torres only had 7 fights. It's called developing fighters.
Reben looks like he came out this round ready to take out.
Body shot from Torres.
Elliott is really wide with those hooks. There's such an arc to them. It makes you think he's inviting a straight right.
Brown on the ropes, but he's covering up.
Yeah, Brown's looking to counter off those ropes with that hook, but he's going to have to be sneakier or a little bit quicker or a little bit more compact with the hook.
You can see Ruben's hand speed also when he gets close to the ropes.
Yeah, Torres has good hand speed.
Good hand speed.
But I like the hand placement, right? Because you see where he just blocked that right.
Nice and tight, just relax.
Yeah, so even when he's not punching, he's not easy to hit.
Torres gets quality work. Some of the best work around at Legends Gym in Norwalk. Has sparred Manny Robles Jr., Danny Roman, and recently was sparring with Fabian Maidana, the younger brother of Chino Maidana.
That's good work.
Good left hook. Another solid left hook from Torres. As Brown trying to cover up and be elusive. He's not.
Yeah, Torres should go back down to the body, especially whenever he's in close.
Halfway through the second round, Brown starting to breathe heavy, the 30-year-old from Erie, Pennsylvania.
That jab to the body is beautiful.
Credit to Brown for still standing.
Yeah, he didn't come here to lay down. It's a long trip. It's a long trip from Erie, Pennsylvania.
Hey, what kind of guy is Torres? Now, we know him from interviews, but like as a person, what kind of guy is he?
Oh, he's very humbling. Very humbling. I mean, we hang out on the weekends. Because I'm not from here. I hang out with his friends. Also, he invites me. And just very very good. He's my brother.
Well, your brother's looking good halfway through the second round.
Very humbling, very nice. But in the ring, it's a different story.
He was a wide receiver in high school.
You can tell he has that receiver body type too.
And he's strong and sturdy like a football player has to be. And kudos to Brown as well. He's shown some resistance here, some resilience.
He's making Reben work.
Yeah, he covers up well. He blocks pretty well.
Graduated Santa Fe High in 2015 and mentioned that break he took from boxing. Said that's what got him energized. And so many fighters, Michael, you're probably one of the knows, when they start at 7, 8 years old and you're fighting every weekend, guys get burned out. You need that break sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, I think every fighter goes through it, and, it's just good you realize you have a passion whenever you're away from the sport. And just like in Ruben's case, he took a break, but it brought him back to it. And, that's just a calling for him. He knows he has dedication and, a passion for the sport. And I think this fight's over.
The fight has been stopped as the corner for Brown.
Ref's waving the hand. It's over.
Yep. Ray Corona says the fight has been stopped. The corner for Elliott Brown has decided to stop the fight. They're telling their fighter, no, we're going to protect you.
He was taking some shots.
He was. I thought he had another round in him, though. He actually landed a right hand.
Dr. Andre Guerrero is checking him out right now.
Maybe he's feeling something. Maybe he's not seeing straight or something, or feeling a dizziness.
But he pointed. He said, "I've seen double."
I see.
Doctor checking him out.
And I believe it's just his corner taking care of him also.
Yeah, and kudos to the corner as well. Good for them.
So Reben Torres gets a stoppage. Elliott Brown doesn't come out for the third round. As Reben Torres improves to 8-0, his 7th stoppage.
Congrats to my boy Reben. He looks solid. Solid as a rock.
Edgar Yasso in the corner, 3rd out. Danny Zamora in his corner.
Hey, the guy, I see Danny Zamora, but the guy behind Danny Zamora, is that Victor Hernandez?
I can't see.
Is one of the Hernandez brothers. It'd be Rudy Hernandez's brother, who I haven't seen in like decades. But he used to have hair, so I don't recognize him. God, I think it is Victor. If it's Victor Hernandez, that's a blast from the past. That's a blast back to the old LA boxing
club. With the green RT?
Yeah, with the green RT.
Oh, that's Javier Gomez. That's
Javier Gomez. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, that's
like
assistant.
Okay,
he's our coach also at the gym.
He looks familiar.
Yeah.
Fabian Navarro says, "I'm from Texas. Who's the guy talking?" That's Midland own Michael Dutchover. Get to know him. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah. Sonny Franco, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the end of round number 2. Referee Ray Corona puts a stop to this contest. The fighter could not continue. Therefore, the winner by way of TKO and still undefeated out of the blue corner from South Central Los Angeles, Ace Reben Torres.
Tupac is blaring as Reben Torres gets the victory. Michael Dutchover, we're going to let you go because, not because we don't like you, but we're going to try to get Dutchover what's his name?
Reben.
Reben.
Ace.
Yeah, we're trying to get the ace guy.
Yeah,
over
Ace.
here. Michael Dutchover, what's your social media? Let people know.
Follow me on Instagram, mdutchoverbox, Facebook, Michael Dutchover, Twitter, mdutchoverbox, and God bless everybody.
All right, Mike, let's try to get Reben Torres over here. Doug,
Thank you, Doug.
I'll let you answer this one. Alex Bell writes, take the next step up, level up in competition. 2-6 fighters not going to cut it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at his age. You got to look at he just turned 21. He didn't have an extensive amateur background, and this was just his 8th pro bout. And Elliott Brown he had a difficult style. He wasn't like some slow, plodding journeyman. He's a guy who had a lot of athleticism, a lot of speed, and he was cagey in there. And there's a learning process before you step up to the next level. But I don't think it'll take long. I think maybe in his very next bout, you'll see somebody with more fights and a better record.
Yeah, our main event coming up next, Mario Hernandez, Luis Savello, El Siete, pónganse listos, todos los de San Luis Potosí. And I think people need to remember also, there's a reason they're fighting 4 rounds.
Yes, it's the 4-round level. This is a club show, people. It's these guys are young. These aren't multiple-time national amateur champions or Olympians. These guys aren't world amateur champions. They need to be developed a little bit slower than like a Vasily Lomachenko.
And you also need to go to the Derby Room in Norco.
Absolutely.
Over 40 TVs, 10 beers on tap, on track, OTB, right? Let's go. Bet the ponies.
You had me at 10 beers on tap.
Alex Bell says, I get it. Not bashing him. Good young fighter. I just want to see more. Well, which one is it then?
Boxing fans are impatient.
I get what you're saying.
Listen, guys. Like a Danny Roman doesn't happen overnight. I guarantee you, in Danny Roman's 8th pro bout, he was in with somebody comparable to an Elliott Brown. And now he's WBA 122-pound title holder. He's getting ready to fight a world title unification bout.
Jose Licea, what's happening? Yeah, we're world class.
It takes time.
You're right. Ace says, Mudder was a Mudder, and always bet the gray horse. And right now, if you want to bet some Reben Torres, what's happening? The camera's up here.
What's going on, Danny? Good to see you, man. Long time no see.
Danny Zamora checking in. Reben Ace Torres.
Talk to me, man. What's going on?
All right, so you were controlling this fight. Look, I'm going to go with you right now. I'm going to go